Hello, welcome to Business Coaching with Jermaine. Thanks a lot for watching this teaching. And we're continuing the series of Building Business Capital, BBC. Already we've spoken about capital, intellectual capital, social capital, spiritual capital, experiential capital, cultural capital, and now we're moving on to living capital. Living capital is just capital that is alive, that can be used for your economic benefit in business. Now, when we talk about alive, mean that it is alive and is being put to use. It is leverageable. That means you can operate it to, and once you maximize it, it will actually produce a lot of good results for you. Take, for example, something that can actually be called living capital is things that are inanimate, just like gold, silver, the soil upon which you do your business. These are things like diamond also that are living, but not necessarily in the form that, alive like human beings, but they are things that can store value, things that appreciate in value. A gold, an ounce of gold today, in the next 5 years can grow to actually be with a multiplied economic benefit for you and for your business. So there are things that hold value too. And that's why when we talk about living capital, you also have to think about sustainability. Is that how can you maximize the resources that you have so they can be sustainable and they can keep living. You know, in times past that economics used to think that, resources are finite, are infinite, but now we know that they are finite. So for you to be in business, you need to start thinking about sustainability. You need to start thinking about renewability, how you can actually make this happen. Living capital, when it comes to inanimate things like gold, silver, diamonds, platinum and things like that, they have the quality of being fungible. That means that they can be used for other purposes, and also they can store value. It's gotten from that word fungus, a Latin word, which actually means that basically that if you have a certain asset, it should be put into function. It can be used to perform a certain task. And that's what you must understand regarding fungibility of living capital. That means that if a capital or an asset that you have is not brought to life, is not living, then it's actually dead. You're actually wasting the assets. So look around you. What kind of assets do you have? Is it land? Are you putting it to the highest and best use, as we spoke about material capital? We're looking at how you can actually maximize the capital you have to its fullest benefit. And also, living capital correlates to human resources too at times. Is that how do you maximize your human resource, the team that you have in your workplace? Because many times you may have some staff that their talents or their gifts, they're actually being skilled at your workplace. So you must see, how do you actually make their talents alive? How do you bring life to the talents and to the gifts and to the skill sets that you have within your organization to optimize your business returns and also your returns on investment? So start looking at the capital that you possess. Do you have any precious metals? How can you use them to gain more? Can you store them somewhere and use them to trade so that you can actually appreciate your value? So start thinking about living capital. Start thinking about, how can I maximize what I already have? So that's basically what living capital is about. It's not really so complex. It's just about bringing the capital you have to life. Thinking about leverageability, how you can leverage on the resources you have, and also the fungibility, how those things that can be stored, that can store value like gold and silver, can actually be used to maximize your return once you put them to peak performance and ultimately put them into performing a certain task. I really believe that you've learned one or two things about living capital, basically just about capital that is alive. And we have financial capital and some other things that we're going to be teaching you in this series. So please visit our website www.businesscoaching.com, and I remain your business coach, Jermaine.
Let's go with passion.